Brown, Alexander Zanjic, Alex Bugnon, Gerald Albright, Tim Bowman, Paula Atherton, Dwayne Parham, and of course, John E. Lawrence. It all happens at Ford Lake Park, 9075 Huron River Drive, Ypsilanti, Michigan, from 7 until 9 p.m. It's Jazz by the Lake for 10 weeks straight. The John E. Lawrence Summer Jazz Series 2023, starting June 30th through September 9th. Every Friday, parking is just $5. The John E. Lawrence Summer Jazz Series 2023. Don't you dare miss it. This message is for the guys, the type of man that makes a statement without saying a word. It's all about the way you dress. The City Warehouse is the place for real men who know style, from the casual to the boardroom to a formal evening out. The City Warehouse has what you need to make a statement without saying a word. The City Warehouse, 22851 Greenfield Road in Southfield. Call 248-569-8888. And when you've got the outfit just 3 doors down, step into style to purchase shoes made specifically to pair with your outfit at Kingsman Shoes. All of your favorite styles, from the softest calfskins to the finest reptiles. The Kingsman has it all. The Kingsman Shoes at 22755 Greenfield Road, just 3 doors down from the City Warehouse. Both stores open at 10 a.m. Friday and Saturday and 11 a.m. till 6 Monday through Thursday. Make a statement without saying a word. The City Warehouse and the Kingsman Shoes in Southfield, Michigan. We all get busy every day. There's work, the market, driving around town, and if you've got kids, you're the go-to person to make sure they're taken care of. You just want to relax, but there's a problem. Clothes on the bed, toys on the couch, rest is going to have to wait. It's time to call Adrian's Divine Heart and Hands personal concierge service. She'll bring order to your home with a deep cleaning that will leave your home spotless, fresh and clean the way you like it. For your home or office, from top to bottom, Adrian's Divine Heart and Hands does laundry and even some small home repairs. You're busy. Call Adrian's Divine Heart and Hands at 947-985-8757. That's 947-985-8757. Adrian's Divine Heart and Hands.
Music on my mind.
The Blackbirds are coming to Detroit with their 50th anniversary tour. Friday, July 14th, WJZD Radio Detroit presents the Blackbirds at Masonic Temple. It's the Blackbirds, one of the most important bands of our times, and they're coming with all of their hits. Friday, July 14th, WJZD Radio presents the Blackbirds and their 50th anniversary tour. Tickets available at the Masonic Temple box office or online at boxofficeticketsales.com. The Blackbirds are coming to the Masonic Temple in Detroit on July 14th at 7 p.m. Presented by your #1 streaming station for jazz and R&B, WJZD Radio Detroit. Oh yeah, and we are getting ready for that show. We are putting the final touches on it. We are getting everything together before tickets go on sale. I thought the tickets would be on sale this week. We had to move it back to next week. So the tickets will go on sale. And you'll know because if you come here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m., I'm going to tell you about it. And we're going to run it every hour, run commercials every hour. We'll have the website up for getting your tickets. I think it's AXS.com or the Masonic Temple Theater, and you can go there to get your tickets at the box office when they go on sale next week. We had a couple of things. Wow, I did not know. Charles Love is watching. He knows about this because there are details, small details. You have to get them all together. Morning Waldo, what's happening, my brother? Patricia Bijou, Vicky Howard Terry, and everybody around the world. My cousin Gilbert Cruz with us this morning. Sandy Huntington, the first one here this morning. Y'all ready to do this? It is a fabulous Freestyle Friday, and I'm ready to get busy. I'm off today. The sun is shining. You know where I'm going to be. Vanice, will you do me the honors, please?
You've heard. Now listen. WJZD Radio, Detroit.com.
That's what I'm talking about. It's that golden time of day. It is Friday, a fabulous Freestyle Friday. We are your new #1 24-hour streaming station that plays jazz and so much more. We are WJZD Radio Detroit.com. This is the Rise and Grind Morning, and I'm your guy, Don Allen. That's me, yeah, with you on a fabulous Freestyle Friday. We are at the end of another work week. I knew we'd make it. I knew you'd make it too, you know. I had faith in you all along. I thank God every time I think about you. You know that? And that goes for each and every one of y'all. For the ones who are watching and not speaking and all of that good old stuff, good morning. Happy, healthy Friday to you too, Sandy. Me and Sandy go so far back. My man, Earl Mixon McKinney. Oh, the stars are coming out. All the heavy hitters. Charles Love. I got Earl Mixon McKinney. What's going on, everybody? CB, Corey Brown. Hats off to me, Corey Brown and Marvin Yates, because of these two, the three of us, Marvin Yates, Corey Brown, and myself, have been working feverishly to get this show to you guys. This is the Blackbirds' 50th anniversary from when they started. They were assembled with the influence and under the direction of the Detroit legend, Dr. Donald Byrd, over in Washington, D.C. And we are so excited to get this show for you guys. We want you to come out, have a great time. We've got an opening band, Deja. They're going to turn it up and turn it out. If you've never heard Deja play before, get there. I think the show time is at 8 o'clock. I'll be your MC, and it's just going to be awesome. Okay? So, coming up this hour musically, let's kick things off with my man, Frankie Beverly. Golden time of day. Also on the way, let's see, will be Babyface. My man Nick Smith over in the West Coast. Carl Reed, Detroit's own Carl Reed's going to sing for us this hour. Earl Klugh, and I got a special, coming out of commercials, I want you to pay close attention. We'll be playing a special clip from Rosetta Hines when she was on the air at WJZZ. She's going to actually intro a record by Earl Klugh. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the record right behind it that she is going to introduce. So it's going to sound sort of like she's on the air. That's how we remember my Rose. Earl says, I'm chilling on the last day of school of your little one on the way to 7th grade. I remember those days back at Coffee. On the way to get a haircut and a feel good on a Friday. That's what I'm talking about, Earl. Just make it a good day, you know? But yeah, right after the commercials, pay close attention because you'll hear Rosetta Hines intro Earl Klugh, and then you're going to hear Earl Klugh, okay? Also got some music from a group called Gotha, and it's called European Comfort. I'm thinking you guys are going to like the vibe that this song is putting out. Also, we'll hear from Down to the Bone, Boney James, Mesa, Roy Ayers. One of my favorite Roy Ayers songs, Poo Poo La La, coming up today. Let me kiss you on that right there, okay? Morning, D-Web. What's happening? Make it a great day on purpose. I know you got to go. You got the general with you. You see, Earl knows who I'm talking about. These guys are off the chain. Waldo's letting us know, come on out June 18th, Father's Day Comedy Show in Pontiac, Flagstar Strand Theater, 12 North Saginaw at 6 p.m. And Waldo's going to be on the deck, so you guys definitely do that June 18th. But on July 14th, listen to the commercials. WJZD Radio is welcoming the Blackbirds. Now, before we get to that, I got to let you know what's happening this Saturday. 3 back-to-back meetings today. Wow. Okay, get your coffee, get your juice, get whatever you need to get through those meetings. And you too, get your coffee, get your juice, get your water. You see, I got my smoothie with me. This is a banana, strawberry, ice, protein, and a skosh of Slim Fast, smoothie. So get whatever you need. This is the Rise and Grind Morning. Got some great stuff. Also, we got another hot topic since you guys gave me so many fabulous hot topics. I was speaking to Corey and Carol last night, and they had one, and we'll get to that in just a few. And get your jelly jar, Waldo says. Yeah, Patricia Bijou says the keyboard player from Deja will be playing with another band at Jaybirds tomorrow. Really? Okay, well, if I'm not too tired from being out in E-Course, I will come down. Good morning, Ivy McCall. What's going on? Earl McKinney. See, Earl hasn't been with us too much. Earl, I lost 65 pounds, baby. I've been working out. I changed my diet, and I'm trying to keep it down. I am from 240. I weighed 240 pounds. You guys wouldn't have known it because I wore those oversized clothes. But I weigh 240 pounds. I am so proud and pleased to say I weighed myself this morning. I am at a stealth 186. I am so thankful, and I just prayed on it, and I got tired of being tired. I got up, got into the gym, changed my diet. It's a lifestyle change when you want to lose weight, and that is the truth. You have to focus on yourself. The odd thing about it, no one noticed until I was like 4 months into it. Like, you're losing weight. I'm like, I was losing weight 4 months ago. You just wasn't paying attention. Good morning, Anitra. How you doing, baby? Ivy McCall, have a fantastic day yourself, girl. Thank you. Ivy found my weight down in Florida. Is that where I left it? My weight is down in Florida, getting a tan, and it can stay there. I might come down and pick a little bit of it up. You've reached 180. Earl, you just now getting to where I'm at now, and I'm still heavier than you? Wow. But see, I'm taller than you too, but not by much. I've reached that age where I'm starting to shrink. I was 6 foot even. I think I'm 5'11" and a half. Stay with us. We've got the Good Morning Phenomenal Mommy. Welcome to the Rise and Grind Morning. We've got some great hot topics. As I was telling you earlier, Carol and Corey and I were talking on the phone, and her question to me was, what or how are you labeled as damaged goods? What constitutes a person being labeled as damaged goods? You never reach 170. Somebody got to buy Earl a burger and some French fries and a milkshake. See, I'm going to take you to Louisiana with me one day, Earl, and we're going to go down and just hit the strip, Bourbon Street, and then we're going to go hit some restaurants. I guarantee you, I can help you find 180, 185, 190. Some gumbo in your system, boy. Yeah, but we're going to talk about what constitutes damaged goods. We're also going to talk about customer service. Where the hell did it go? I'm going to tell you something about customer service. When I lived in Houston, I was amazed. It was just it's like night and day. Not to say that we don't have good customer service here in Detroit, but back then at that time and still today. Stay here. I'm going to come right back to the damaged goods thing in a second, but we're going to talk about damaged goods and we're going to talk about customer service. When I got to Houston, and I'm not, I love waiting tables. I became a waiter. I had a chemical job at a chemical company, and when that job ended, I moved to Houston. I was in Galveston, moved to Houston, and I started waiting tables, and I loved it. The funny thing about that, yeah, that is your topic, Sandy. Funny thing about customer service, they actually train you in how to approach a table, how to service a table, how to keep watch on your section to make sure that if anybody needs anything, that before they request it, you can bring it. Good morning, Yvette Glenn. Oh, you're going to try to make it to E-Course tomorrow? Before, you know what? I'm going to be bouncing around here for a second. I got to let you guys know this Saturday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, join WJZD Radio as we will be down in E-Course, Michigan, John Dingle Park. Just take Southfield Road until it ends at Jefferson. Make the right, and you'll see us right there on the left-hand side. It is the Downriver Motor City Jazz Series. And we will be featuring my man Dwayne Parham and Eric Watson. It's going to be a phenomenal show. I hope you guys can make it. I want you to come on down, have a good time, bring your folding chairs, bring something nice and cool to drink. There are food trucks that will be there. I think hot plates are going to be there. What up, though, D. Henry? So that's tomorrow at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's absolutely free, and it's grown folks type stuff. So there's no kids running around. Yeah, there's little kids. But, none of that riffraff. Big Anthony. Earl says customer service is so very key. The interaction with any and all human beings make the whole situation so much better, and the tips are a plus. And actually, Earl, you're very true. That is very correct. I was watching the news this morning, and they were talking about how people are hating to tip. The worst tippers our Gen Zers, and men. I beg to differ on that, but I can only speak for myself. I tip according to the service that I get. Okay, I think we're getting ready to, let's get rid of that. We don't need that. We don't need a drop in there. Let's get rid of that. Oops. Okay, now, I tip according to the service. If my service is attentive, my server is attentive, I'm going to take care of her, him, whoever. Okay, I don't care what color you are, what how you present yourself. You could be a drag queen. I don't care if the service is good. I'm here to eat. I'm not here to, judge you. So my thing is, I do have some requirements when I go into a restaurant. My requirements are kind of stringent, but they are yet simple. Because if you're there to serve a person, I believe that within 40 seconds of your behind hitting the chair, somebody should at least come and greet you. I'm not saying take my order. I'm not saying bring me anything. At least come over and say good afternoon, good morning, welcome to such and such a restaurant. My name is so-and-so. I'm not your server, but I want to get you started. Put some napkins down. That'll let the management know that somebody has greeted that table, okay? Then, if you are the server, say, what would you like to drink? I know you guys just sat down. Here's some menus, and what would you guys like to start off with a drink? Because we all want to have a drink when we sit down, right? So I give you 40 seconds to get that done. If we start moving into the 2 and 3 minute mark, there's a problem. That means nobody in the restaurant is watching the floor. Okay? So you don't have to be my server to at least come over and acknowledge me and let me know that you want my service, you appreciate my money and my body being in your establishment. Okay? That's what that means. So customer service is key, and this goes as well for department stores. That's probably the reason why malls died, because customer service sucks. I mean, I was in me and Corey were in Lowe's yesterday, and we were looking for some items to, stake down the tent, and couldn't find nobody. And then after we found somebody, found out they didn't have what we needed, So, I mean, customer service has gone by the wayside of, and we're paying for it as a society. We are paying for that because we're paying more money for these items that we have to go find ourselves in the store, only to find, and we hunt around 20 and 30 minutes and find out they don't have it. Well, Lowe's, Patricia says Lowe's is the worst. I agree, and I'm not going to say that Home Depot is any better because they both follow the same format. It's just different colors. Home Depot is orange, Lowe's is blue. Now, we'll give shout outs to Menards. They do have staff on hand, and they get their little walkie-talkies going, and they'll say, well, I'm looking for this and this and this and this. Where is it? And they work together as a team. I'm giving Menards a strong B+. As for Lowe's and Home Depot, y'all need to get to work. And not to say that clothing stores, I don't shop in ladies' clothing stores because I don't have a lady to shop for. Had to slip that seamless plug in there. But men's clothing stores is a different vibe. Men, and Earl and Corey and Waldo can attest to this. You go into a men's clothing store, number one, every manager or owner knows one thing. Put a pretty girl behind that register and we will come. Even if we don't buy, we're going to come and play it off like we buying something just so we can have a look and, dang, she's fine. Now, it helps if that young lady knows something about men's fashion. I shop over at the City Warehouse over on Greenfield, right next to Lou's Deli, right there at 10 Mile Road or 9 Mile. You know where it is? Yeah. I shop there quite a bit, and my girl Mercedes, she hooks a brother up. As a matter of fact, everything that you'll see me wearing this summer, 9 times out of 10 came from City Warehouse because they hooked the brother up. And there are so many different color combinations and materials and styles and patterns and all of this, that the odds are small to none that you're going to find somebody wearing the same thing that you're wearing. So, I mean, I give them a shout out. Oh, you know what? Carolyn has an interesting point. Carolyn says, I want to charge stores for scanning and bagging my items. That's a very good point. Since who changed things up? Okay, the self-checkout, kind of cute. It helps you get out of the store quicker, unless you work at Walmart. But aren't we doing the work that we're paying them to do? I thought that was built into the price, that they were going to check my bag, scan my stuff, and bag my the stuff that I buy. And Deborah say, I feel they owe me a W-2. And Earl says they know their customers well, and that's what counts. That is very true. I go to Walmart damn near every day. And I get in that long line. And all the other reason why self-check is so prominent and prevalent is because they don't have enough people to man the cash registers. Because if you're ever standing in Walmart, look down the aisle where all the cashiers are. They might have 2 open, okay? And that's stupid. Patricia says there's a Burger King I go to, and you tip one of the girls at the window every time. Wow. You're giving some damn good customer service if you work at Burger King and getting a tip. And see, that's another thing. I don't care if it's a fast food restaurant. All you have to do for me is get my food, be polite, and, get me in and out. And I, too, will tip you. I mean, I'm notorious, and I do have witnesses to this. I've tipped up to $100 at a regular restaurant, especially if it's a true story, and I think I've shared this with you guys before. I was at a restaurant not far from where I live, Cajun restaurant, and Yvette says self-checkout. Our waitress was also serving my table and a 10-top, which means there were 10 people, and they were running her back and forth, poor thing. And then they made a hot mess of the table. Okay, they made a hot mess, and after all of that, a 10-top, let me explain something to you from the waiter's point of view and from the restaurant point of view. They should auto-grat that. There should be a gratuity slapped on that table automatically, but there was not. And they made a mess. They had her running back and forth, so much so that it was difficult for her to get over to me. And I was watching this. Having been a waiter, I was watching all of it. And I saw how hard she was trying, and they left her $3. I wanted to go out in the parking lot and just slap all of them. I was like, how dare you? See, it becomes a thing, if somebody's working for you, that is her job. And she's busting her ass. And excuse me for saying it that way, but hey, Joe, what's up? If she's busting her behind to serve you, oh yeah, Fridays in Southfield is a hot mess. But they tipped her $3. And I could see it in her face. The poor thing wanted to cry. She came back to me. I was like, I saw it. Don't worry about it. I'm going to look out. Yeah, that's all I said. And she was like, she felt a little better. What really shocked her is when I left her a $100 bill. Earl says, I have one server and bartender that gives him the best customer service, and they are the only ones he goes to. The others had a chance, but they blew it. And true, that is true, Earl. I mean, I don't sit at the bar wherever I go very often unless I go to this one over up by the lake. And I'll sit there, and I don't know them well enough, but I'll chip them. An average tip for me is like $5. If I can see you're busy and you come over and you're showing me some attention and you're getting it done all across the board, because I don't watch not only how you serve me, but how you're serving everybody else and how you're managing your time to save yourself energy. If you're doing that, if the ante's up. I'm gonna throw 10, maybe $20 at you. Patricia says, I went to Champs in Lansing Sunday. The service was the best I've had in any restaurant ever. I went to her manager and told him just that. And I love it when I go to places like that. That's awesome. Mr. Know-It-All says, Brett, TGIF Don, how are you, my brother? I'm better than I deserve. And I tell people ask me that, that's what I say. How you doing? I'm doing better than I deserve. But then again, aren't we all? If we all got what we deserve, wouldn't none of us be here? That's grace and mercy. And I'm thanking my Lord every time I open my eyes. We'll be right back with more on Hot Topics. We're going to get into that damaged goods thing, too. Right after these words, listen to the commercials. WJZDRadioDetroit.com. WJZDRadioDetroit.com. This is the Rise and Grind Morning Show with your man, Don Allen. How you feel this morning? Get your coffee. I've got great music on the way. Stay with us all day long right here on WJZDRadioDetroit.com.
Music on my mind.
The Blackbirds are coming to Detroit with their 50th anniversary tour. Friday, July 14th, WJZD Radio Detroit presents the Blackbirds at Masonic Temple. It's the Blackbirds, one of the most important bands of our times, and they're coming with all of their hits. Friday, July 14th, WJZD Radio presents the Blackbirds and their 50th anniversary tour. Tickets available at the Masonic Temple box office or online at boxofficeticketsales.com. The Blackbirds are coming to the Masonic Temple in Detroit on July 14th at 7 p.m. Presented by your #1 streaming station for jazz and R&B, WJZD Radio Detroit. There's jazz all over the city of Detroit, and this summer it's heading south. It's the Downriver Motor City Jazz Series. BAMCon Entertainment presents the Downriver Motor City Jazz Series at John Dingle Park, 4459 West Jefferson Avenue in Ecorse, Michigan. It's live jazz Saturday, June 3rd with the Detroit RSVP All-Stars. On June 10th, it's Dwayne Parham with Eric Watson. And on June 17th, it's the Kenneth Gill Ensemble. For more information, go to motorcityjazz313@gmail.com in partnership with Ypsilanti Jazz Fest, sponsored by Downriver Community Federal Credit Union, Ecorse Public Schools, Downriver Bar and Grill, The Rollercade, All Season Lawn and Landscaping, BAMCon Entertainment, KC Cigars, AAA, Lions Club International, and WJZD Radio Detroit. It's the John E. Lawrence Summer Jazz Series 2023. This year's lineup is bigger and better than ever before, featuring jazz, funk, and soul. Lynn Roundtree, Norman Brown, Alexander Zanjik, Alex Bouillon, Gerald Albright, Tim Bowman, Paula Atherton, Dwayne Parham, and of course, John E. Lawrence. It all happens at Ford Lake Park, 9075 Huron River Drive, Ypsilanti, Michigan, from 7 until 9 p.m. It's Jazz by the Lake for 10 weeks straight. The John E. Lawrence Summer Jazz Series 2023, starting June 30th through September 9th. Every Friday, parking is just $5. The John E. Lawrence Summer Jazz Series 2023. Don't you dare miss it. And we are back. Good morning, everybody. Dewey and Gail Jackson, what's happening? Me and Dewey was stupid. Me and Dewey used to hang out. We was like me, Dewey, and Daryl Duckett. They used to call us the Triple D's, you know, and Daryl's gone on to glory, and he spends his day fishing. Now, I wish I could just relax and retire like that. Good morning to Professor Joe. I am so sorry. If you know anything about me, I love dogs, you know, and Professor Joe has to put his down. She's 15 years old. That's a long life for a dog, bro. You know, so, yeah, it will get better. Take your time before going out to find another animal. Morning, Dewey. Yeah, Brigitte, good morning to you, my dear. Every time I say her name, I have to put a French accent on. I don't know why. We want you to come out tomorrow, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, John Dingle Park. Just take Southfield Road all the way till it ends at Jefferson. Take a right, go 2 blocks, and look to the left. You're going to find us there. WJZD, that big banner will be under this big, pretty tent with the table and the tablecloths. We got T-shirts, we've got bottles, we've got coffee mugs, and soon we will have hand towels because it's hot out there. We want y'all to be able to wipe the sweat off and know it'll have the WJZD website on it so you can take care of yourself that way. Also, we've got the Blackbirds coming to town at WJZD Radio. Our first concert. Shout out to Marvin Yates and Corey Brown who and myself who put this together for you guys. That's right. It is their 50th anniversary tour. Somebody had to do it. And I can't think of a better group. I can't think of a better city to hold this concert in. It is going to be off the chain. And you know how all these concerts that you go to now are $100, $150, $200. our tickets, VIP tickets, are $100. If you want to meet the band, if you want to go backstage and meet the band, take pictures with them, get T-shirts and all that good stuff, those are $100 seats. There are only 20 of them. So everything else is under that. I think it's $69 and $59. And if you've been in Masonic Temple, there's no bad seat in the place. It's acoustically perfect. So I want you to come on out. Please support our event. It is done for you, and we are going to have a blast. I got something very special for you coming up right now. My girl, she was my teacher. She was my friend. She was, the person she made it. How do I say this? She encouraged me to learn the music. If you want to be good in radio and as a DJ, learn the music. Earl McKinney, he can attest to this. Even as a club jock, you must learn the music before you learn technique. Equipment's gonna come and go. You're going to learn how to do a mix on a turntable, how to control a control board, how to produce, how to edit, all that stuff. But you must learn the music. This lady told me that first. She was like, Don, you got to learn the background on the music because you want to be deep in your heart. If you love this, you want to be a fountain of knowledge for all of those around you who, you may not know everything. There's no way you're going to know everything, but you're going to know a lot. And you'll be able to answer the questions that people are going to propose to you. So without further ado, I have to reach back into my memory and intro her introing another record. Detroit, people around the world, this is the Motor City's Rose doing an intro back in the day, right here on WJZD, RadioDetroit.com.
WJZZ, Jazz 106 at 1209. Good afternoon. Swing out, sister. That's the way it goes. Can't get enough, Ken Navarro. Weather-wise, high expected around 75. Afternoon showers in the forecast, a mixture of clouds and sun. On the cool side, windy. 52 overnight low. Come Friday, clouds and breezy. Rain is possible, 64. Cloudy on Saturday, windy on the cool side with periods of rain, high 62. Right now we have mostly cloudy skies, 68 at Metro, 72 at City. And this is Earl Klugh. Slow boat to Rio. WJZZ, Jazz 106.
And that was our very own Rose. You can't forget that lady. There's no way you can do it. What's up, DJ Mellow Mike? Carolyn Hill. J Square's with us this morning, and Corey's reminding me tickets are $79 and $59 for the Blackbirds. We want you to come on out. Tickets will be available. I guarantee it. If I got to take them out my damn self, I will come around your house and with tickets. I got 2 down front. Tickets are only $79 and $59. You want VIP? Go VIP. How often do you treat yourself to VIP? They're $100 a head. You'll be right down front or up in one of the sweet booths and checking out the show, and you'll get the chance to meet the band, take some pictures with them, and we got some special gifts for you. That's on July 14th, Friday night, Masonic Temple. Still to come, music from Gota, Down to the Bone, Boney James, Mesa, Roy Ayers. This is Earl Klugh, Slow Boat to Rio, WJZD Radio. That's my male voice of my imitation of a man doing Rosetta. All right, you gonna get the booth? No, you can't have the booth, Mike. You already not paying that. My booth is paid for paid people, This is the Rise and Grind Morning. Mark Banks, what's up, my brother? Let's get back into the hot topic. Let's talk about what qualifies a person, or what causes a person to be qualified as damaged goods. I mean, all right, to me, let's get this straight. When Corey and Carol brought this to me yesterday, and we had a long conversation, and every time I get with Corey and Carol, that's what happens, and they're great conversations. But they called me and they were like, what constitutes a person to be labeled as damaged goods? Now, like I said before, I just said it. We are all damaged goods in one way or another. Ain't now one of us, nary one of us, undamaged in some way. Be it through your childhood, be it through past relationships. Hell, you might be going through it right now. So we all are damaged in some fashion or form. But to me, a person can be labeled as damaged goods if they are coming out of a relationship where they were abused, where they were cheated on, or something like that. And they jump right into another situation. They hold a new person responsible for the mistakes of the old person. That new person is now dealing with damaged goods. Norvell says attitude, mindset, and their conversation. If you try to stay damaged is the problem. And how do you become undamaged, if that makes it, is that such a word? Undamaged? The way you do that, if you're speaking in terms of a relationship, good morning, Tiffany. I see you, baby. I rolled over and looked for you. I didn't see you, so I was sad. But I think a person coming out of a relationship where, especially where they were hurt, even if they were not hurt, it's time. Wait a minute, Corey says damaged goods that has not gotten help and faced their issues. Perhaps. But I like to think a person that has come out of a situation where they were hurt emotionally, psychologically. I think it's time where you must sit back and get into yourself. I'm not saying go into a shell. Maybe a trip is in order. Go lay down in Tampa and lay by the water and spend some time with yourself to regenerate and reevaluate, what you don't want, what you just went through. This is music from Go Time. This is my jam. Only me and Earl up on this, and Dawn turned me on to this. It's called European Comfort. It's by Go Time. Check out the vibe. But yeah, I think when you're coming out of a bad situation, I think you should stay by yourself for a while to give yourself a chance to detox, number one. Phenomenal Mommy says, people say I changed a lot. I say a lot has changed me. Very true. But did it change you for the better or for the worse? And you have to look at, once again, I've said it before, I will say it again. Take a look at the person in the mirror. Stand before yourself naked. And that does not mean with your clothes off. You can if you wanted to, but you have to reevaluate yourself. Because see, in terms of being damaged, did you provoke the response from another person that made them the evil person that they are? Bridget Shear says, damaged? I wouldn't consider no one damaged goods. No. Perhaps you are misunderstanding. If you've been hurt, Bridget, you've been hurt by someone that you really, really care about, and they just abuse you. And this goes on, so I'm not speaking far-fetched. This does go on. And then you come out of that relationship and you go into another relationship with another person, and you start remembering what that past person did to you, and you're holding a new person accountable for what the other person did to you. You're the damaged person. So yeah, people can be damaged goods. Don't get it twisted. For the better, your eyes are open. But are you just suspicious? My question for the people that says that they're not damaged, are you a suspicious person? If your better half's phone rings and you say, baby, answer that for me. I ain't answering your phone. That's your phone. I'm like, what the hell is that about? And then when they walk out the room, you check their phone anyway. Because, see, I don't have a lock on my phone. I don't care. You want to look at my phone? Have at it. I don't have anything to hide. A lot of us are damaged emotionally, psychologically. We have been hurt by other people that we trusted to, that would take care of our hearts. And that's why a lot of us shield our hearts and make it challenging for other people to get close to them. Corey says you can't fall off a building and say, I'm okay, when in fact you are traumatized, physically broken. J Squared, I constantly try to be positive and real and do the Maya Angelou, accept people where they are. Oh, that's a good one. I like that. Bruce Moore, what's up? But what constitutes a person to be labeled as damaged goods, and how do you clear it up? How do you clean up the mess that is within you that was caused by someone else, or maybe caused by yourself? Because once again, in certain cases, while you sitting there blaming somebody else, the real deal is that you're the one that caused this hot mess. You were sneaking behind them. Because I'm going to tell you something. If I let you in my home, that means I trust you. And it's challenging for me. It took me a long time to get to that point. I know everything that is in my house. I know exactly where it is. I know exactly how I left it. If I come back and find that it's missing, now I know I can't trust you anymore. See, I trust you 100% right up front. And that goes for everybody. I will trust you 100% right up front. That's not being careless. That's not being stupid. But the way I look at it, the only way you got to go is to lose ground. So if you lie to me, I do remember that. If you try to cheat me, I do remember that. And I'll let you slide, but I'll mark my words. I won't put myself in that position again. Phenomenal Mommy says, I'm not broken. I've healed. My experiences have made me wiser. Amen to that. J Square says they also have a negative outlook on life and just a negative vibe about them. Don't you hate pessimistic people? You know, it could be a beautiful day like it is today. Oh, well, it's probably going to rain later. I heard we're going to have a tornado. I'm like, ain't no clouds in the sky. Shut up. I am ever the optimist, okay? But Corey says everybody has value. However, in our community, we don't get real professional help. And that is very, very true. Ooh, finally, Corey's saying something intelligent. No, I'm joking. But it's okay to seek professional help. It's okay. Just like my brothers, and I say my brothers, that meaning all of y'all, all the guys who are listening, I want you to make a doctor's appointment. A lot of you guys ain't been to the doctor. Oh, I feel fine. See, my real brother is a surgeon, and we talked about this a while back, and he said, problem with black men is we don't go to the doctor until something becomes chronic. By the time it's chronic, it's too late. You know, you're either going to die, you're going to lose a part of your body that you really got used to, like your legs or your hands or your sight. You know, we don't get help. Good morning, Barb. So my advice, guys, get out of your own way and carry your happy behind. If you don't know how to get a doctor, call me. I'll hook you up with my doctor. He is real cool. He loves jazz. And he listens to the station occasionally. And don't go, please. Oh, Lord, please do not go to the urgent care and think that is your doctor. That is not your doctor, okay? That is an urgent care. They see 1 trillion people an hour, and you are just a number there. You want somebody who knows you, your inner workings exclusively. My doctor knows my body. He knows, where my shortcomings are, what I need to do to get 100% healthy. Carrie did not say, if this monkey becomes a problem, we're going to get another organ grinder. See, Corey ain't got no sense. This is music from Down to the Bone called Little Smile. That's what I adore seeing in the morning. I love seeing your little smile. Shout out to Adrian this morning. I know you're working hard out there somewhere. Also to Sandy over in Vegas. Shout out to all of our listeners in Dallas and in Houston. We got a large group of listeners down there. Texas loving some jazz. Still to come, Bonnie James, Mesa, and Roy Ayers. Let me kiss you on that poo-poo la-la. But getting back to what we were discussing, I mean, you guys sent me so many great, phenomenal. We started talking about customer service, and I want to get back to that because we're lacking. And I did notice something. There was a study done about 10, 15 years ago. And Texas was deemed or dubbed the city with Houston, Texas was dubbed the city with the best customer service. And I happened to be living there at the time. And I see why, because every single restaurant that I worked at, and I worked at several, Willie G's down in Galveston, Guido's in Galveston, Landry's in Houston, and Papado's in Houston as well. If you've never been to Papado's, you're missing the boat. Getting back to customer service, though, the waiters made so much money. When I was down there, I made so much money as a waiter. I mean, I was coming home $600-700 strong a day. Bridget says, most certainly a lot of people need healing. A lot of people have personality disorders and mental disorders, CPTSD, PTSD, narcissist personality disorder. Ooh, I know one. And connect with people that have no clue. I'm laughing because I know Corey's laughing too. And connect with people that have no clue what they are dealing with. Thus, they break the trust of others, especially if they have connected with an empath or an enabler. I would need hours to say what you need to say. Baby, I ain't got nothing but space and opportunity. I'm off today. We can talk about this. Because I will not be an enabler. If you have an issue and I see it, I'm not going to do it in front of nobody else. I want to say, can I talk to you? Are we cool? Are we cool enough where I can say that I think I see something without you getting offensive and say, that's you. You got that problem. That ain't me. No. If I'm that cool, if you tell me that, then I will never try to tell you anything that I see again. I'm no expert, but what I can do is suggest maybe you go and get professional help. Go talk to somebody about it. And when you go talk to that person, don't lie to them. Because that's going to lead to is a misdiagnosed problem. If you go into a doctor and you are honest with that doctor and say, well, I think I've been going through a lot. I was abused and this and that, and now I'm there. I'm fearing that I'm bringing my former issues into a new situation and blah, 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 blah. And I'm always blaming them when in fact it is you that is the problem. There are a lot of us that need a lot of help. Let's keep it real. None of us are perfect. And I'll be the first one to tell you, the last thing I am on this planet is perfect. Oh, and I'm seeing something here. Let me get rid of some things here. Let's get rid of all of that. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now I got to get rid of another commercial. Excuse me, folks. I'm trying to make some adjustments for your listening pleasure here. Okay. All right, now we're good. Cool. All right, this is the Rise and Grind Morning. Your man, Don Allen. I'm sorry, I was looking at the screen in my playlist, and all of a sudden, we started running over into the next hour, which is cool because I'm off today. Y'all want to hang out with me all day today? Would that be cool? I can kind of I'll come off camera, and I'll just kind of come in and start talking to you guys over the intros only. That way you can enjoy the music. And besides, I look better when the camera's off. But yeah, damaged goods. We are all damaged. We have to understand that. Once we understand and believe that we are far from perfect. We are far from perfect. Vicky says, go for it. Okay, I'll do that. I'm going to try to do it as much as possible today. This is going to be a test flight. But we all, in some way and in somewhere in our lives, has had something detrimental happen to us. Unless, of course, you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth and you were born in a glass bubble. You know, and there are those who are experiencing that. Okay, so here's the real deal. You know, if you really feel you have a problem, go find some help. You know, help can come in one of two places. It can come I like to think it comes in one of two. Either a professional who is who is trained and has degrees, and you walk in the office and you see all of these awards and all of these diplomas. That person is semi-knowledgeable because no one knows you better than you, you know. But you can hopefully open up to that person. Another person is your pastor. If you trust your pastor enough, I'm not going to say, you know, go exclusively to your church because of the fact there's some pastors out there that aren't, you know, ain't on the level. Waldo says, have a great day. Wonderful show. I might go on tonight. Colton Waldo show. Will do. Blanche Merriweather. The Donald Byrd show is in downtown Detroit at Masonic Temple. Yeah, and that will be on July 14th, 8 p.m. Tickets will go on sale next week, okay? I hope you guys are getting something out of this show. I'm seeing, why is it at the end of every hour I start seeing the numbers go up? It's cool with me. I'm good with it. And what I'm going to try to do this coming hour is I'm going to stick my head in and I'm going to get on the mic. I will not be on camera. So when I cut the camera off, yeah, that'll be this July. Blanche, the Donald Byrd show will be at July. Phenomenal Mommy, my love and trust is like a water faucet turned all the way on. Now it's turned down to a drip. A person got to earn it. But isn't that a two-way street, Phenomenal Mommy? Good morning, Dietrich. Doesn't your love have to be as strong as the other person's love? In at least in the initial stages, it must be. You know, when you're first getting involved with a person. Oh, there's my girl, Mesa. Initially, when you're coming in contact with somebody, baby, both of y'all. Generally, you're going full force. You're getting to know this person. They're getting to know you. You're getting to know. Love bombing is the best. Red flag. Run. Lucretia's saying good morning, baby. But here's the deal. You go into it full force, and then as you guys get used to each other, you ease up a little bit. That's okay. You know. But yet and still, you still have to earn the trust of the other person, both of you. That's a two-way street. Please understand, a relationship is a two-way street. Is it 60-40? Is it 70-30? Is it 50-50? Doubtable in the 50-50 thing. But however it works for both of you is nobody else's business. What happens on the inside of your door is y'all business. If it's working for you, I don't care if, you know, you come home every day and he like to rub your feet and kiss them too before you wash them. That works for y'all. That's cool.
I'm attracted to your energy.
I pray there's some Listerine around. I was getting ready to ask the same thing, Patricia. What is love bombing, Bridget? Phenomenal Mommy says, yes, but I would freely give it. People are like vampires seeking to drain you. Not everybody. You can't judge everybody by the actions of just so very few. Maybe you need to come up to Detroit, baby. I always speak from a two-way street. No, because you ain't on my street. All right? Cheryl Smith, good morning. 50-50. Sum up. Oh, love bombing is fake love? Yeah, I agree. That is a red flag. But how do you know when it's fake love initially? Did they make some sort of serious mistakes? You know, did they make they give some sort of indication that this is fake? Now I'm a good listener. I give myself credit. I'm a good listener. I pride myself on that. So if you contradict yourself just about enough, I'm gonna catch on, and I won't even say anything. I'm like, okay, well look, I'm gonna holler back at you. I'm gonna be really busy for the next 50 years. I'll call you. It should be 100, 100. I can't say love, relationships 50, 50, 100, 100. It fluctuates. The reason why I say that because life happens. And certain times she's going to give more, other times I'm going to give more. Life is a balance. It's going to go up and down. Think of your relationship as scales. You know, if you get it to stop at 50-50, then hallelujah, glory to you. But for most of us on the real planet Earth, it's going to do this. If you really want it to work, you want it to go back and forth. And maybe when y'all out on the beach somewhere holding hands and y'all looking into each other's eyes and you're enjoying yourselves, that's when it's level, you know. But later on down the road of called life, it's going to start rocking again, you know, because you might have to go do something that's pertinent and imperative. And he's going to miss you, and vice versa, same thing, you know, so you have to apply yourself. That's why balance is crucial in a relationship. So I can't say it's going to be 100, 100 and 50, 50 all the time. I can't, not in being honest with myself. And if I can't be honest with myself, what's the sense? And I like it when I can feel it when you're standing next to me.
I'm attracted to your energy.
I'm attracted to you, baby.
Stronger than the force of gravity.
This is Mesa. You're just simply hypnotic.
The force of gravity.
Phenomenal Mommy says love bombing is a person mirroring you, creating the illusion of a soulmate. It's a mask a person wears that they will eventually remove. Then you see the real entity, a demon. Okay, there are some people who act like demons. When you first meet a person, you never really meet that person. You always meet their representative. That's why whenever I first meet a person, it takes me a while to really get to know them. You know, I'm going to be a gentleman every time. It's what I do. That's how my mom raised me. You know, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be upfront with you. I'm going to tell you, I can't afford to do that. I can't help, you know. I do have a woman. That's her picture right behind me. Look at that. That's my woman's picture right there. WJZD Radio. So, and she requires a lot of my time. She does. So don't expect to pull me away from something that I prayed on and the Lord finally gave me. I'm going to dedicate myself to this because a lot of people like listening to what I'm doing. Me and Corey and Marvin, we work hard at this.
She was the kind of woman that would trim your toenails at 5.
A Phenomenal Mommy says a real person does not love bomb. J-Dub, good morning, my brother.
She was everything a man could have
Yeah,
a woman to be.
a real person, if they're into you, time will tell. They'll be willing to take the time to get to know you better. Okay? That's what a real relationship is based on. You have to build a foundation, and that takes time. You have to get to know a person. They got to come to your space and get comfortable. You got to come to their space to get comfortable. And if y'all want to build together, y'all take both those two separate spaces and put them together to make one big space. And therein, I ain't saying play house. I'm not saying that at all.
When I say the other voices,
I suggest that both of y'all maintain y'all separate spaces and go back and forth for a minute, for a year or two or whatever, you know, whatever's good for you. And then y'all discuss it and work it out and say, hey, you know, you want to just save some money. If nothing else, we can save money. Let's see how we cohabitate together. Let's see how it works out, you know. And you move forward after that. But I firmly believe you never meet the real person on the first date. You know, it takes time. Love bomber ready to marry in a month. No, I'm gonna tell you that ain't gonna happen. I think you have to trust in a relationship before you get into the relationship. In her opinion, that is Barbara.
Let me go back.
Sandy, my marriage is not perfect, but I love Steve. 40 years coming up. He makes our date night special. And I know Steve. That's my dog. That's my man, 100 grand. I think Steve needs to hold classes. I'm going to be the first one in there, Sandy. Bridget says exactly, it's a mask. We all have narcissist traits, but a person with NPD are soul snatchers, and they're walking demons. They lack empathy. They're really empty on the inside. Their assignment on earth is to kill, steal. Damn, you've been reading a Stephen King novel. What the hell is wrong with you, Bridget? You scare me, you know? Listen, guys. I'm getting ready to sign off, but what I will do, I promise you, if you leave, when I cut the camera off, the music for a lot of you will stop. But like at the 10, the 20, I will come back in, say a few things, and tell you guys what's coming up. Don't forget, tomorrow, tomorrow, I'll be out at John Dingle Park and Ecorse, free live jazz. Bring your folding chairs. Bring your nice cold drinks. It's going to be 80 degrees out there by the water. It's going to feel real, real good. We've got T-shirts. We've got water bottles. We've got coffee mugs. I'll be your MC, Dwayne Parham, Eric Watson. They're going to start up at 3 o'clock sharp this time.
Bachelor apartment.
They better.
My business. As a matter of fact, I was looking at.
I want you to go out and make it a great day on purpose. Beware from them love bombers. Y'all scared me. Bridget got a little verbal with me. I'm like, I ain't scared of you, Bridget.
And I
You know.
and I said,
Somebody need to kiss you on your poo-poo la-la.
There was no
Bro Air said that wasn't me.
again. And this voice came on the phone. It sounded just like.
Please wear your mask. That's right. COVID is still out there, and there are forest fires going on in Canada. It's blowing right down here. I hear Pennsylvania is going to really catch it today. Guys down in Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, and so forth, please wear your mask. Be careful out there. And somebody is out here spreading strep throat. And it's serious because Adrian caught it, and then another one of her co-workers caught it, and they work in the hospital. So if you got to go out, wear your mask. Be careful. Listen, that's going to do it for me. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to stick my head in periodically every hour until 12 noon and just let you know what's going on. Again, you blessed. Have mercy. And then we need to lay hands on Brigitte. Guys, I'll see you Saturday, 3 o'clock, John Dingle Park. And I'll let you know more information on the tickets next week. We getting ready to celebrate 50 years with the Blackbyrds. And it's going to be a tribute to Donald Byrd. And it's going to be a celebration right here in the Motor City. I am so excited. I want you to go out and be a better you today than you were yesterday. Your mission today, as I always say, be so good. Focus on being so honest, being so wonderful that you make our God himself smile. Make it a great day on purpose. Do it with authority. And remember to make each and every day count. We are WJZDRadioDetroit.com. Thanks for watching. I'm going to stick my head in, just my voice, not my face. I'll be on there till 12 noon. Thanks for watching. Have a great day on purpose. Let me kiss you on that poo-poo la-la. Steve will be holding relationship classes starting next month right here on WJZD Radio. I'm out.
Music on my mind.
The Blackbyrds are coming to Detroit with their 50th anniversary tour. Friday, July 14th, WJZD Radio Detroit presents the Blackbyrds at Masonic Temple. It's the Blackbyrds, one of the most important bands of our times, and they're coming with all of their hits. Friday, July 14th, WJZD Radio presents the Blackbyrds and their 50th anniversary tour. Tickets available at